What's going on, guys? It's that time of year again where I got some news about the next NHL game, NHL 23. We're going to be covering the release date, cover, as well as crossplay in this video. Starting off with the release date, guys, just like last year and I think the year before, in EA stockholder meeting, they actually put out which quarter NHL would be releasing in. As you can see here, NHL's in Q3, and if you look at the bottom, Q1 ends July 2nd, Q2 October 1st, so your FIFAs, your Maddens come out like August, September. Q3 ends December 31st. Q4 is April 1st, 2023. So their quarters aren't quite the same as ours. So that tells us that NHL should again be releasing sometime in October, as that's when the game came out the last couple years. Then it falls in Q3, as that's between October 1st, December 31st. So basically the last 3 months of the year. And also too, guys, speaking of that, in regards to the exact date, you can see here NHL 22 released October 15th, but if you pre-ordered it, you got it 3 days early on October 12th, so the second Friday of October. Same goes for NHL 21. The actual release date, October 16th, but our pre-orders October 13th. Again, the second Friday of October or the second Tuesday if you pre-order. So if we go to our calendar here, go to October, the second Friday is October 14th, which should be the official release date of NHL 23, with everyone who pre-ordered the game getting it on October 11th. And next year, guys, I want to talk about the cover. Madden just released their cover for their All Madden edition, which is actually a throwback to the original cover for the first ever game featuring John Madden. Very, very cool. So hopefully it's not too long before NHL announces, who's the new cover athlete. And speaking of that, Baker and Team will actually put out his mock NHL 23 cover, and I think this looks so sick. He's got Trevor Zegras there as the cover athlete, who's kind of, my #1 pick to be on the cover of this game. As a dude scored 2 lacrosse goals and the alley-oop pass in his rookie season, like he was all anyone was talking about this season. I feel like it makes a lot of sense for Trevor Zegras to be on this cover. I really like too the fact that he included like the reverse retro there, so you got the Mighty Duck logo on the shoulder. I'm not sure if a Mighty Duck's ever been on the cover. I know Paul Kariya wasn't, so I think Zegras, like I said, is the front runner to land this cover. If he does, well deserved. I don't think he's gonna win the Calder. I think that's gonna go to Sider, but my #1 pick for the NHL 23 cover is Trevor Zegras. Like I said, I think this one is so sharp. Now, speaking of Sider, guys, I could see them maybe doing something with the Red Wings. Sider, Raymond, 2 very good rookies. It would be cool to see 2 players on the cover. It's just been 1 guy for a long time now. I feel like the last time we had 2 players on the cover might have been Eisman and Stevens back in like NHL 96. Obviously the Chicago one was supposed to be 2 guys. Did not happen. And now I'm also thinking, guys, with EA adding the international women's teams to the game this year, I'm sure they'll be in NHL 23 as well. They might go for a cover that has both a male and female player on it. Similar to what FIFA did back in 2016, you can see their American cover there has Messi and Alex Morgan. The Canadian cover had Messi and Christine Sinclair. I could see NHL doing the same thing with, say, Zegras and Hillary Knight for the American version, or maybe Zegras and Marie-Philippe Poulin for the Canadian version. I think that'd be pretty cool. Again, just throwing some ideas out there. Also, too, guys, some other ideas. I did see people talking about this tweet EA put out where they congratulated Matthews for hitting 60 goals and said, looks like we're going to have to put him on the cover a 3rd time. Now, you guys might notice, next to the controller there's a cap emoji. A lot of people are thinking this might be legit and Matthews is going to be at the cover again. I don't think so. I feel like the cap emoji gives away the fact that they're just kidding. Also, too, if you look at the replies to this tweet, people weren't very happy about Matthews possibly being the cover boy for the 3rd time in 4 years. So I definitely don't think they're going to go that route. Now, they could bring back McDavid just because he is the best player in the game. If Matthews can be on the cover twice in 3 years, why can't McDavid be on the cover twice in 5 years? They also could use his teammate there, Leon Draisaitl. I found this mock on Reddit, thought that was pretty nice. As well, too, I feel like Cale Makar, the most dynamic defenseman you've seen in ages, could be a really good fit, I think, on the cover. Again, we don't really know what the theme is for this game, but I feel like they'll definitely use a young player. Maybe Makar's teammate there, Nathan McKinnon. I think the only way they don't use a young player is if they somehow get Crosby to agree to be on the cover for the first time in 20 years. But I just don't see it happening. I feel like if it was going to happen, it would have happened one of the 3 times we win a Stanley Cup. So we're probably looking at somebody young, and like I said, my best bet is Trevor Zegras. And finally, guys, I want to talk about crossplay in NHL 23. I know this is a lot of people's #1 want for the next game, as it really sucked having the community divided into 4 different consoles this year with Series X as well as Xbox One, PS5, PS4. Like, it really kind of, ESHL clubs, harder to get people together. Hut market, it's smaller, harder to find games. Like, for any online stuff, it really sucked having 4 different consoles. Now, there is some good news. 6 days ago, you guys can see here, leakers have revealed that FIFA 23 will in fact have crossplay. If so, it would mean that Xbox and PlayStation players, as well as PC, I believe, would be able to play with and against each other online. So this is huge, guys. Obviously, FIFA's EA Sports biggest game. It's like the first one that they would implement crossplay into. If FIFA's getting it, there's a good chance Madden's getting it, and if Madden's getting it, then NHL might be getting it. Basically, if FIFA wasn't getting crossplay, then there's 0% chance NHL's getting crossplay, because like if FIFA's, the big brother, Madden's the middle brother, NHL's the little brother, and it's not even close. Like, we don't rate. So the fact that FIFA's getting it, there's like, you know, at least a chance now NHL's getting it. And speaking of Madden, right here's an article that says, rumors suggest that Madden NFL 23 will buck past trends and permit crossplay. So again, if FIFA's getting it and Madden's getting it, that looks really good for NHL. If it was just FIFA, then pretty much zero chance. Like, we need Madden to get it too. So if both of those games are getting it, I feel like there's a shot NHL could have crossplay. So speaking of that, we got an article here on Games Radar talking about FIFA 23 reportedly getting it, and they say the same thing as me. Right here, you guys can see it says, this year's FIFA 23 will reportedly include crossplay, and that could mean big things for Madden NFL and other major sports games. It talks about how FIFA 23 will introduce crossplay for PC, PlayStation, Xbox, across every single in-game mode. Interesting. So not just, you know, Ultimate Team. It also says how EA develops and publishes the Madden NFL and NHL games in addition to FIFA, as well as UFC. Talks down here about it's not unreasonable to expect EA to explore similar crossplay possibilities with their NFL and NHL franchises. So there is hope there, guys. Should this experiment go down with the FIFA crowd? So basically they're thinking FIFA's going to be like the first one to get it, although Madden comes out before FIFA. So if FIFA and Madden are getting it, like I said, there's a good chance for us. Also, too, MLB The Show already has crossplay, so I feel like EA's probably behind the ball here trying to catch up. You know, one of their big competitors has crossplay. They got to get on that as well. So, right there you have it, guys. FIFA's supposed to have it. Madden's supposed to have it. If those two have it, NHL should be getting it. If not NHL 23, hopefully at least NHL 24. But that's all the news I have for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave that thumbs up. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, hit the sub button down below to be up to date on all things NHL 23. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.